Alright, this is in bloom. I tried to get flowers that were a little bit bigger than, you know, normal flowers, but I got little cutouts. So there's a blue flower, there's a pink flower, and there's an orange flower. So pick whichever one resonates, and then we will get started with the reading. So, I don't know, the in bloom reading. Alright, so blue group. We have your central truth, what to focus on and expand upon. We have the Eight of Wands, having your suspicions justified, resilience, not being easily fooled, feeling prepared, grit, last stand, waiting until the time is right. So you might be taking your time, you might be biding your time, you might have, you know, something in mind for someone, something, a job opportunity, or maybe you're leaving your job for another job for whatever reason. So you're kind of thinking about that also. Okay, so where you draw your energy and support from, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is success in your endeavors, love going the extra mile, causes for celebration, achievements in the military or friendship, community, or happiness. So it's kind of going to be something for your own happiness, growth, or whatever have you. So, you know. Okay, so your closest ally is going to be the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is rarely positive. From the bottom, nothing worse can happen. Betrayal, loss, crisis, painful ending, deep wounds. So this could be your own experiences, your own insecurities, yourself actually going through a lot of growth and healing, and then taking on something that you always wanted to do or that you feel you deserve. So, and I say feel because a lot of times what you really need is something that is within reach, and usually when you go for something, it's usually something you have to literally work for. Okay, so that's the difference. So, number 4, what to draw into your life, the next level of stuff. Let's see. We have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is getting what you want despite having bad motives, confidence to go for what you want, deception, a chance at a goal, trickery, tactics, and strategy. So, you know, it's a little bit of, you know, tactics, skill, strategy, stuff like that. But, yeah. Again, I feel like it's a little bit too much to get one thing. Okay, so where your expansion is taking you, what to stretch into. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a light-haired woman who can help, walking away from friends who offer assistance. So this is kind of a solo trip for you, or this could be a solo thing that you need to do, or you feel like you need to do. So let's see. Let's see, extra things I've channeled. So we have protecting your dream, a secret life, being an outsider, overindulgence, hurting others without knowing, special needs expert. So this is kind of something that you don't want a lot of people knowing about, or, you know, telling too many people about, because you don't want to be frowned upon or looked upon as you're doing the wrong thing. So, you know, the blue flower is usually full of mystery. So, yeah, you're kind of keeping this secret for right now until you show serious results, good, bad, in between. But, you know, you're kind of doing some self stuff that you feel is necessary, okay, for your own growth or your own personality or just your own lessons, I feel. But, you know, it is what it is. And I feel like it's going to take longer than you expect, but I feel like the goal is still going to be the same. Okay, so group 1, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form. And I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now. We have the pink flower. Okay, the pink flower, we have your central truth, what to focus on or expand upon. We have the King of Pentacles, so mismanaged, wealth, greedy, workaholic, instability, insecurity, disloyalty, materialistic short-term investments. So you could kind of be in between a lot, or you could be working towards something, and it might be taking a lot longer than you expected. But it could be that you're experiencing a lot of losses at this moment in time, and it might be kind of like you're pinching pennies or becoming an extreme couponer in order to save face and sustenance. So it might be one of those type things. So we have where you draw your energy and support. We have the King of Swords. There's a lot of kings in your reading. Okay, so the King of Swords, intellectual authority, truth, rational, decisive, clarity, courage, and commitment. So this could be you or somebody else that's 100% in for what you're doing, or they like your ideas. So they're gonna stick with you until it bears fruit. So, your closest ally, we have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is happiness, satisfaction, wish fulfilled, blessing, pleasure, abundance, indulgence, bliss, and success. So you could have had a lot of success before. You could kind of have like a magic formula for what's going to happen later. But it seems like everything you touch eventually turns a big profit or is a great idea that catches on later on. So it could be like a long-term standing, but at the same time, it's going to bear fruit really soon. And that's kind of what you're counting on and what you believe will happen. Okay? So number 4, what to draw into your life, the next level. So we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is impulsive, hasty, shattered, obsessive, argumentative, and tunnel vision. So there's a bit of like you're 100% focused on what you're doing, and you know what you need to do and where you need to go and stuff like that, but at the same time, you're so calculated that you even know where you're going and why and what your food bill is going to be, because you're so like in tune with how much finances you have. So let's see. We have where your expansion is taking you, what to stretch it into. We have the Emperor in reverse. So, domination, chaos, tyranny, and mismanagement. So there's going to be a bit of becoming too big for what you're doing, or being a little bit ill-advised. There could be some losses here that you're not really counting on. So, like, it could be a delay, it could be a loss, it could be something that is a little bit out of your, like, foresight or hindsight or whatever you want to call it. So, let's see. So just be careful with your business, okay? So number 2, let's see. Group 2, we have a successful business. Sometimes it means a sometimes it means a high-ranking officer, working with your family, or being married to your job, setting goals for the future. So you're really putting yourself out there by actually thinking about everything that's going to happen in the future, how things are going to be put up and put, on, or like longevity in this business. So it could also be stock market, because of how much like losses and how much gains. This could have been from 2020, the losses that you're feeling right now, and you're trying to recover slowly but surely. Okay, so it might take a while to pick up business, but I feel like right when it hits like spring, like in May, or like the summertime, right when June hits on the 20th, like it's gonna take off. And that's how I feel like your energy's going as far as a business is concerned. With the stock market, you're going to keep trying and trying until something like hits and send you over the limit. So anyway, group 2, hopefully this helped you out in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later. We have the little orange flower. Okay, so your central truth, what is to focus on or expand on. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is new love, spirituality, beginning of a relationship, feelings growing, potential, intuition, birth of a female, or new feelings. So this could be a new relationship. This could also be kind of going back to an old relationship type of thing. So depending on what you're doing, it could also be going back to something that you love also. So it could be a job, it could be a hobby, it could be something to that effect as well. Okay, so where you draw your energy and support from. We have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is all is not as bad as it seems. Hopelessness. The worst is in your head. Anxiety. Trauma. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. So you're kind of a little apprehensive about this new love coming into your life. If it's a person, or if like you're going to have time for your hobby, if it's a hobby. And, it's just like you're stepping into unfamiliar territory in some cases. So, let's see. We have your closest ally. It's going to be the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is large sums of money, enough money to help the future, a family business legacy, a family of your own tradition, an inheritance. So you could be building a family, you could be building a family business, you could be building a lot of things that are going to be longevity movements for later in life, or your family if anything should happen to you. Um, you have to keep thinking about that too, you know, it's a scary thought, but, you know, you still have to kind of think about your own, morality, or mortality, I think. So let's see, what to draw into your life to get you to the next level. We have Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a turn to education or study, hard work, perseverance, planning for the future, diligence, an increase in skill or ability. So you could be going to school for a degree, or you might be learning new things, or you might be traveling, getting a new perspective on the world around you. And then we have, let's see, where you're expanding, what it's taking you to stretch into or become. Let's see, the Six of Swords is travel, transition, movement into a positive direction, progress made, leaving behind, results on the horizon, transition, moving on. So let's see, stuff I channeled before the reading. So healing the sick, helping others, being your own worst enemy, problems with mental tasks, losing interest in something you used to mean a lot to you. I wrote that like all in like one box letter. So excuse me. So moving away from a bad situation, moving to the country. So you're kind of changing your life a little bit in order to do something bigger than yourself. So yeah, that's admirable, and you know, maybe it's something else that you're doing in order to keep your own sanity. So that you have something more interesting to look forward to, something to look forward to in general, and not really worry about city life. If you're in the city, and if you're in the country, you're moving to the city. So it's just a change in perspective and trying to figure out, you know, just new things, figuring out a new place, being closer to family maybe, or being further away from family and trying to make it on your own. But whatever it is, you're trying to just have something new happen, you know. Anyway, Group 3, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Bye now.